Greetings, YouTubers and fellow Valheimers. The other day I had a stroke of inspiration. By far my favorite kind of stroke, by the way. I thought to myself, why haven't I called down thunder from the heavens upon my enemies? Today I'm going to show you how. What's this? A stump? Who left this here? Get out of my game. That's better. Dripping like the roof's leaking. So, the first step in any building project is to flatten out a nice portion of ground. We're going to need a rectangle for this project. So I'll get my environmental flattening tool and just flatten out a nice big patch of ground. Trust me, it's going to look a lot cooler when we're done. And trust me when I say you're going to love it. So stick around. When you're finished leveling your area, dig a hole all the way down. After you finish digging your hole, you have to outline it. Use something sturdy, like stone or granite. For the purposes of this video, I'm using dev commands. Yes, I'm cheating, but it makes everything a lot faster and smoother, so I've made peace with it. So we're going to outline the hole with a big rectangle, and we're going to leave the middle open. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content. This is our first video of many, so please stay tuned. We're going to undercut the edge of the stones up top just a little bit to give us room. You're going to want something that looks kind of like this. Then we're going to go around it one more time with more stones, make it a little bit wider. Then we're going to hit the stairs all the way around. Then after that, you should have something that looks kind of like this. We're going to take the hoe, flatten the ground out around all the steps so that there are no ledges that mobs cannot climb up. Then we're going to come back down in the hole, put a few obliterators down there to get an idea of the height differential from one side of the hole to the other. You can see one side's higher, one side's lower. So we'll put some floors down in the lowest part and then snap them all the way across and put the obliterators back down in a nice straight line. Try to get them all as perfectly lined up with the tiles up top as you can. This will make it easier to snap the chambers together, which I will explain here very shortly. Once you have all of your obliterators placed and double checked and replaced, you can go back up top. Use a portal, use stairs, doesn't really matter. I'll fly. So the next step is to build up. So we're going to go ahead, grab some stones, outline the hole one more time on top of the original stones that we laid down. It's all coming together. Soon we'll be barbecuing mobs for Thor. Next step is more stairs. Yep, you guessed it. Instead of all the way around, we're only going to lead into the hole. That way we don't lose anybody along the way. Try to give the enemy AI the easiest path forward. In the end, this is what it should look like. The top piece of the stairs will be the beginning of the pit. Then we place iron floor pieces. This will help us to see through from the bottom, but also provide a sturdy floor for all of the mobs to stand there and throw their fit while we electrocute them to death. Which, after all, isn't that why we are all here? Like and subscribe if you like barbecuing the mobs with Thor's thunder. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is put another layer of cage floors, the small ones, around the edge of the top of the granite. This will give us a nice drop off, only preferably into the zone where enemies will be on target to be zapped. This is all a little bit hard to see right now, but right now I'm raising the floor because I'm getting caught up on the antennas of the obliterators. So I'm raising it up about a half a tile length, and that allows me to roam freely. Now, to increase visibility and strength of the overall unit, I'm going to place these iron reinforced boards around the opening. So now, when we place these chambers, is what I call them, iron reinforced boards for the whole thing. Now, I fit inside of this. Most human-sized mobs will. If you put them too close together, such as this, I cannot fit inside anymore, and neither will they, so we'll get rid of that. I'm going to go with 2 small chambers on the outside and 1 big chamber on the inside. That way we can fit many into the middle chamber and just a couple into the outside chambers. So we'll hop right into an event here. I'm going to use my trusty abyssal harpoon, snag poor unsuspecting mobs, and drag them into the holes. Now that I've got them all in there, we'll head back downstairs where the magic is made. This is, after all, why we're here. So you can see they're all up there, trapped in the cage, can't get out, and I'm going to hit the levers. And behold, the power of Thor, only at our fingertips. Look at that nice bone shower. Gotta love it. So, I use fishing bait because A, it's cheap, and B, it stacks well. I don't concern myself with receiving the gifts from Thor because watching the enemies turn into piles of pickups is plenty enough gift for me. So we'll just slam some fishing bait in here. This happens to be the first one on the list of baits that I can spawn in. So it's easy enough for me to grab. They are the hot fishing bait, not the cheapest bait. So don't use that. Just use regular fishing bait. See, we got a few more contestants right here on Who Wants to Meet Thor. And we're going to go ahead and give them the lightning round. I got hours and hours of this stuff, by the way. I could keep going for days, but for the sake of this 12-minute YouTube video on how to bring down the might of Thor upon the skulls of your enemies, I think I'll keep it down to a bare minimum. Green mist. I love it. So, that's the basic. You'll have to go and tweak the setting a little bit on all this. This guy keeps finding a corner where the lightning won't hit him, so I'm going to put these guiding posts in here to keep him over the target. I'm going to put one there and one over here, and then back to the hole, and we're going to fry him. Are we ready? This, my friends, this is how the sausage is made. Get it? Entrails, sausages. Yeah. You want New Balance running shoes with that frown upon you? Oh, sorry. Dad jokes. I have those for days too. Alright, now we get the bait in the obliterator. Get it in that one. Now we're just going to make sure everything's lined up and ride the lightning. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So satisfying. Ever since I figured this out, it's all I've been doing. Just been barbecuing mobs, and I gotta be honest, I'm loving my life. It's pretty awesome. You'll have to repair the site frequently. The mobs, they swing, they punch, they fight. Now, my fellow Valheimers, is where this takes a dark turn to what I call the stairway to heaven. There's an alternate method. You do not need to dig for this method, but you will need a lot of supplies. Want to see a Greydorf ride the lightning next? Well, shall we? Let's go downstairs. In this method, everything is above ground, but The concept is pretty much exactly the same. You build the chambers, you line them up, you jump for joy, and then you throw the switch and you watch them fry. It's almost like that one scene in the Green Mile. Get it? Green? Anyway, I know what you're thinking. What you're thinking is, mobs are great, but can I get rid of a troll with this method? Well, I'm glad you asked. Oh, gotta be quicker than that. Ah, get over here! Sorry, old gamer. So, now that he's in the hole, right where I want him, we are gonna let him have it, as they say. Let's see, he's right over the antenna, right where he should be. Ooh, he's making it rain. I like that. Feisty. All right. Sprinkle me. Ooh yeah. Misty. Misty-eyed. Makes me misty-eyed, I tell you. All right. But there's yet one more thing I'd like to show you all. Perhaps you'd like to see this from the air, where the good god of thunder intended it to be seen from the first place. Ready, set, ooh, right in the heart. Love it. But I guess that we need one more to take 'em out. So, let's line 'em up. Get your Kodak ready. Ooh, a lightning bolt right to the oofsticles, just as the good Lord of Thunder intended. Poof.
Come on, men! Are we Vikings or Vi casuals?